This is a bad idea, but welcome to a very, very special episode of Let's Play Super Mario 64 with our feet. I really recommend you don't watch this. Just not at all, like, never. I'm gonna post this, it's gonna be way too long. I'm gonna be completely incoherent. It's 4 in the fucking morning. But I just got finished with this level, and you fuckers said that I should show you this thing completely uncut. So, fuck all of you. I'm, like, maybe not all of you, but specifically, fuck Rocket Lex, Rye, or Ray, I'm not honestly sure, sorry, and Matterant. Wow. I can't read anymore. Also Magnetux, you too. And UZ Worm, and I'm probably gonna check the thread and just everything. Okay, so on to actually playing this game. I entered the wrong picture, because you end up in the tiny world if you go to the small picture, and the big one if you go into the big one. Weird, isn't it? So I basically just killed myself and started over in the better one for the star. First one's pretty easy. I don't remember whether I died or not, but I guess we'll see. Probably did. Just gotta go to these big dudes and get the crap kicked out of you by them. Oh, right, that's what happened. And then I wasn't really sure if I could get back up there. And I mean, I could, but this was the first time I was actually playing the level. I've kind of been doing all these videos blind. So I decided, alright, fuck it, it's not really worth it, I'll just restart. And this was the easiest way to do that. So I hope everyone enjoyed that too, showing that off. Let's try this again. No, we're only 2.5 minutes in. I hope you enjoy this. I hope whoever wanted to see this watches the entire fucking thing, and like an hour from now I'm completely incoherent, and I hope you love it. Like, that's all I can say anymore. Such a bad idea. Oh, look, I died again. You're gonna be seeing this a lot. Like, so fucking much.
Mamma mia!
Oh, and you're not getting any, like, foot camera for this if it's not obvious. I'm not going to try to sync this entire thing, although maybe I will. Maybe I'll use the rough synced video so it'll be, like, really off at certain points, but that doesn't really matter too much. It's just this weird thing where when I capture when I capture video of my feet, I get it at like 25 frames per second. I don't know why I'm explaining this whole thing, but fuck it, I have so much time. I get it at 25 frames per second, so I have to convert that up, but for some reason it's not an exact match between like the gameplay video and the foot video. So I kind of have to play around with the frame rate, and usually I set it to like maybe 29.5, 29.3. It's something close, but not quite it. But it's really always guesswork, and even more annoying, the one frame rate won't actually work for the entire video. Like, I don't know, like, so some section I'll be able to do at 29 whatever FPS, but then it'll just be completely out of sync for a completely different section of the video, to the point where I just can't even use it at all. Also, I jumped into this picture on a guess, because, the big island's the one you always go into. Except for that first star. Never mind. Ugh. Anyway, so the video syncs up really weirdly sometimes, so I have to break it into multiple parts, and that's why I do the whole fade-out thing. And back when I was using 2 different computers for this, it was much, much worse because the laptop I was recording my feed on was really bad. I mean, I can only assume that's the reason. So that was why the first videos had a fucking billion fade in and outs, with the camera, with like the foot camera, and I moved on, and now I have much more footage. Whoop. Nice try, Koopa. I thought that was pretty good, but then again, I was still in fairly high spirits when I was at this point. I mean, fuck, this video had only been going on for 5 minutes, and I already hit a star. That's not too bad. Unfortunately, that pace does not continue. Blech. Either way, the thing that I was trying to say for the last few minutes is that adding foot video takes a while, and attempting to get it very well for like this entire thing is just not going to happen ever. So at best you'll get a sync that'll work really good, that'll look really good for some parts of the video, and probably be several seconds off for the others. But I assure you, I was doing this whole thing with my feet. And I mean, that probably won't convince any of you. If you believe me, you do, and if you don't, then this video isn't exactly going to show you much. It's just going to show you a guy who sucks at Mario 64. And who has been talking for 6.5 minutes, and will be doing so for the next hour and 45 minutes. Minus 6. Oh, well, here's the first truffle star. There we go. This'll give me something to talk about the first 20 seconds of the star. Koopa the Quick the first time is nothing. Koopa the Quick the second time is one of the hardest stars in the game with your hands. I think... Oh, I just punched him and he did not... Like, he lost his shell, but then he landed right in it and got it back. I just want to point that out, even though it's going to happen several more times in this video. And I'll probably point it out each time that, too. You guys asked for it. Anyway, I found out that this is pretty much the best way to get up the side of the level, because the other way there's kind of a long jump, and I think after this, this time I'm gonna actually attempt to go the long way around, and you're gonna see why it's just much better to use the Koopa shell there and jump up that side. Why am I doing this? Why not? Anyway, there is a long jump here, and by the time that this video gets posted, you will all know my woes with long jumps, especially because this is actually recorded right after I did Tall Tall Mountain, and assumably I'll be posting this video along with Tiny Huge Island, or maybe sooner, in which case, spoilers, Tall Tall Mountain takes a lot of long jumping, and I'm really bad at it. Anyway, this is me. Get ready to see me standing around a lot when I switch the hands for the controller. And then jump straight off the edge and get a game over. Hooray! You're also going to get to see me open the new file and run all the way back from the castle as if it wasn't tedious enough already. I always do that, like, triple jumps when I'm running back. I guess it just gives me something to do. And I think it might be a little bit faster when you're running up a hill, possibly. I mean, if I was using my hands, I would just do that speedrunner long jump forever thing, but as you're going to see in these races with Koopa the Quick, glitch right there, you're going to... since I can't really long jump for speed, I actually come up with a whole lot of other techniques that aren't as good, but that I can actually do, so I guess that's pretty cool. Man, anything that I have to say that's insightful here is going to be said in the Tiny Huge Island, like in the actual Tiny Huge Island video, so if you're still not sure about watching me here, this is where you turn the video off, because I can't really tell you how long I'm going to be babbling about God knows what. At 4 in the fucking morning. Things I do for Let's Play. Ooh, I got an email. I have a new follower on Twitter. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna talk about, guys, because there's nothing fun. I can't fill up an hour and 45 minutes with this kind of talking about this game or talking about anything really. So expect me to be doing God knows what during this thing. I can't even tell you. I love the Koopa shell though. As you can see, it lets you just go pretty much anywhere. Whew, that was close. But look, we finally managed to find him. And we're going to be seeing him for quite some time. Ugh. Yeah, feeling down. Windswept Valley, ready go. You might not have a clue where the Windswept Valley is the first time you do this because maybe it's on a sign or something, but you wouldn't read that. But you could always just follow him or know where the path or know where the goal is if you're me or if you've ever played this game before. That said, this part here is what's going to cause me to lose most of the races. I mean, he was quick, but I was ahead of him for a decent amount of it. Unfortunately, a decent amount of it isn't much, especially because that fucking windy hill right there is just going to, it slows you down so much. You might think you're winning, but then that happens, and you can't really do anything about it except maybe try to get yourself pushed by him, which maybe we'll see, I don't remember. Anyway, I jumped into the warp pipe there because that resets his position in the level, meaning that I don't have to leave the level to re-challenge him. I think that I'm sure that was on purpose. That was an on purpose. It's called a design decision. Take a course on this. No, that was a design decision, I'm sure, because if I had to leave the level every fucking time every fucking time I lost to him and get all the way back to him on the fucking Koopa shell, there's no way the LP would be finished. It would have stopped dead right here, at this fucking Koopa right here with these green shoes, and bleh. Anyway, a little over 25 seconds is the time to beat, and if you're just running like this, you're probably not going to manage it. I mean, this is me accidentally hitting pause with my feet and then readjusting to see if I could try to get a better position, but it doesn't end up helping me because he catches back up. As you were going to see ad nauseum here, you can kind of get a pretty good lead on him at the start. Also, don't jump because that just makes you blow back faster. What a shame. You can kind of get a lead on him at the start, but that's really deceptive because he's always going to catch up to you on the way down that hill and on the bridge because you're being blown back by the wind and he isn't affected by it at all. Yeah, I don't really have much to say right here, but I'll find things to keep talking about. Maybe leave some long stretches of silence, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be watching this whole thing. I mean, I just watched it once. I think I can handle doing it again. Fuck you, Fly Guy. You're gonna shoot fire at me, you little asshole. I'm gonna sound so mad in this video, and I'm not even gonna edit like any of it out. I'm not going to put any work into this thing. This is literally some assholes said that I should do it uncut, and you know what? You're gonna get it uncut. You're gonna be really mad after just doing this and after screwing up. That just lost me the race, by the way. You're gonna get the full experience right now. I hope you are happy. I'm sure you will be. I'm sure that there are gonna be people who watch this whole video and love it, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm happy that I've provided you with an hour and 45 minutes of entertainment if you manage to get all the way through this, and if you don't, I don't blame you in the fucking slightest. Because this is just... We are going to be seeing this so many times. I think in total I died once against him. Well, once trying to get his star. But there's Oh god, it wouldn't surprise me if there's 20 more minutes of this. I honestly don't know though. I can't really keep track when I'm trying to race him. Oh god. Angry big Goombas. I like the big Goombas. Trying to get a blue coin from this one to get some health back. There we go. You probably already knew this because everyone's played fucking Mario 64, but if you ground pound the big Goombas, they will give you a blue coin. If you just stomp on them regularly, they will give you a normal coin. So you want to ground pound them if you're trying to get health or anything like this. Anyway, this is the first quote-unquote speedrun trick that I started using for this. If you're running fast and start diving, you'll go much faster, and you know, since all that is hitting B when you're at a good speed, it's much more possible for me to do. Yeah, let's go with possible. 25-2. I will beat that, you fucker. But anyway, oh yeah, it's so that's the one that I use the most, as well as jumping up hills, because if you have momentum and you jump up, like walking up a hill won't slow you down. Well, walking up a hill will slow you down. Jumping up it will let you continue, you know, keep your speed. So it's much better for like the uphill section of the race, and you'll see several more times about that. But as you may or may not have noticed, you probably just have this on in the background by this point, but as you may or may not have noticed, if I'm not running fast enough, Mario just punches, and that actually loses me time, and that's, you know, it's kind of, I have to be careful to know that I'm going fast enough here. I also start cutting this corner like a motherfucker, and then kind of go crazy, and then land on the ledge there, and then he just runs past me, and I have health now, and oh my god, this is gonna go on forever. Oh, there we go, there's a death. It might have been more than once, I don't even know. Ugh. I was not expecting Tiny Huge Island to be all that difficult, I gotta say. Like, I knew the Koopa the Quick Race was gonna be a bitch, but you know, it's something that I try a whole bunch of times, and at least I can restart it so that I don't have to start at the beginning of the level again. As you can see here, it would have taken a lot more time if I did need to do that. But I just, you know, I figured I would get this star, and then the others wouldn't be all that difficult, but I was proven horribly wrong. Ugh. Well, while I'm going back here, let's see if there's any new posts in my thread, because that's what I do. Who would post in my thread at 4 in the morning? Oh, Matterant would. Yeah. You can't wait, can you? Oh, you're getting it now. I hope you listen to this. This is going out to you. I hate you. If you thought that I wasn't mad enough at Cool Mountain, then I really wasn't. I was kind of mildly annoyed. I'm mad now. This is me with a good-natured mad. I'm not gonna start yelling at the thing, at the computer, because that kind of just seems hammy as shit. I'm just gonna talk over videos like I do. You also can't talk to him with the Koopa Shell, as far as I know, which it probably would have made the race much easier, because you could have taken a different route, and you would have been able to keep your momentum much faster, and billions of other things that would have made it much better. But then again, you might have gotten stonewalled by the Windy Valley thing, or there might not be any way that I could possibly get my feet to work properly for getting it across that gap right there. Or get my brain to work properly. Oh my god, this is going to degenerate into me babbling. Oh my god. We're almost 20 minutes in. This is why I didn't want anyone else to have to sit through this, because I know I'm crazy enough, but I kind of feel like if I wasn't just rambling about whatever the fuck I want, if I had someone else that I had to keep up conversation with, there's no way it would happen. So I'm okay with just watching myself run into boulders for the billionth time, or cannonballs, or just gigantic black balls. And phew, thank God I didn't fall down there, even if I almost died. Just anything to make this even longer. You will get to see things making this even longer. Let me tell you. Ugh, let me fucking tell you. I am fucking telling you. Ugh. You know what? I don't really have anything else insightful to say about Koopa the Quick at the moment. I'm sure I'll come up with other things. So I'm just gonna do a Rubik's Cube right now and tell you about it. I'm not a very fast Rubik's Cube solver, so I guess, Breed, if you're watching the video, I'm not going to solve it very fast. I know you do speed cubes and shit. But so I'm just gonna mess this up right now, and Koopa the Quick beat me again. That's a fucking shock. I never really know when to stop with messing up a Rubik's Cube. I mean, I could solve it no matter how much you do it, but I always feel like you should just try to get it as screwed up as possible. But granted, at some point your moves are actually probably making it closer to solved anyway. But what the fuck ever. Let's see, what side should I start with? Oh, yellow has the starting of a cross, so alright, that's the beginning. I go with the cross first when I solve Rubik's Cubes, because this is the kind of thing that you want to know. This is the kind of thing that you signed up for if you're still watching this video by now. And I don't think you should be, just for the record. Anyway, I have 3 pieces of the yellow cross going. One more. Hi, Koopa the Quick. I'm not gonna beat you this time. Maybe next time. No, no way did I beat him next time. Okay, I got the yellow cross. Let's see. Orange and blue, but the yellow's on the bottom, so I'll have to do this one twice, or 4 times. Let's see, red and blue and yellow. That one's a quick one. Oh look, he beat me again. Fucking Mach 1 sprint shoes. Those are cheating. Let's see, green and orange. And just a few more turns. Wait, huh? Oh, wow. I didn't even realize okay, well, that wasn't so bad, but it gets worse. It gets so much worse. 5 itty bitty secrets, though. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Because, like, most of the stars in this level are on the huge island because, you know, it's so large you can hide spaces in it and you can make the player take fucking forever to go anywhere, and that just kind of adds to the whole problem. But when you spend time on Tiny Island, everything's really small and it's just also adorable. It's like okay, I'm in a bit of a better mood now that I completely missed getting the star. It's like, I guess Tiny Island is just so much more fun to be on. I was having more fun, you know, just like looking at all the tiny little cannonballs, and it does do damage to me, but I don't mind that at all because it's just so cute. Anyway, the 5 secrets here are just literally, oh, hi Koopa the Quick, die. I love that they also put a little tiny Koopa here because Koopa the Quick was here and you can jump on him and it's like revenge for everything ever. But tiny secrets. You basically go to all the little spots on the level, like the little holes and things, and they count as secrets, and you'll get a star by the end of it. I thought that might be a secret, but no, I was wrong. I was horribly wrong. However, I also made sure to grab the bomb here because that cannon will be vital for a later part of the level, much later. There's also an invisible wall there that keeps you from falling off the level. I think it's impossible to fall off the level if it's just like on a water section. Also, little cannon is one of the secrets. I probably already said that, but I don't care. Another great thing about Tiny Island is you can go pretty much anywhere. Like in Huge Island, there are sections of it that it is just a bitch and a half to get between. And if you don't have the Koopa Shell, you're gonna spend all your time doing God knows what. But here you just, you know, it's a little bit of it's a nice jump. It's an easy jump. And there's those tiny cannonballs. They're adorable. Anyway, at this point, I've gotten the secrets that I know about for sure, like all the little holes, so I don't actually remember. Although, no, wait, I know there is one at the top, but I've forgotten where the 5th secret is. But I think, oh hey, there's a coin block. It's done that before. If Wet Dry World is up by the time I post this, then we've seen blocks have the little secrets things before. So I figure, hey, why not? But no, that's not an itty bitty secret. Come on, what was I thinking? That was dumb. Anyway. But anyway, I can't quite remember, so I decided to go back into Big World just for the sake of not falling off, because it's much easier to stay on Huge Island because it's, you know, larger. The whole thin platform thing is alleviated, as it were. So I decided to skip through here and go up to the top of the island, which has the next one, with an itty-bitty little pool that has the 4th itty-bitty secret. So, what am I doing here? I think I was starting to lose it. We were only half an hour in. Oh, if only I had known. Anyway, the top of the small island is kind of interesting to get to, because this is a really thin platform, and I can't walk a straight line when I'm controlling with my feet, so I do that. And I get up on this thing, and that's really cool, but there's nothing I can do with that. I can't get back up there from here, so I just hop up this way, take the long way around, and try to be more careful next time. I wonder if you could crawl up this. It never really occurred to me when I was doing this. I'm giving my full attention. I'm sorry, Rubik's Cube, we will have to continue solving you at a later date, because I'm giving my full attention to the video now because I know what's coming up at a later interval. Interview. Jesus. Anyway, at this point, I don't know where the last secret is. It's the little door that you can't actually go through. And I think, yeah, now is probably where I realize that it's that. No, wait, actually, I try to check if it's the fucking Piranha Planetarium. Why would it be this? There's no little things here. It's just a fucking piranha setting you on fire. Why do they spit fire? Ah. Spamming people who are also on. My girlfriend's probably going to wake up and ask what the hell I'm doing up at 4 in the morning. But anyway, you can only activate this door from the other side, which I found out at this point. Whoops. Guess we'll just have to go. By the way, this is like basically my first playthrough in a while. I'm sure I've mentioned that already. This video is terrible. Why are you still watching it? But, this was like kind of my first time through a lot of the second floor levels, and it kind of shows, especially in places like Wet Dry World, where I didn't really know where I was going. So here, I'm kind of discovering things about the level as I do them. And I mean, I've beaten this game before. I've beaten it with my hands. I've beaten it with my feet. I know where everything is, but then again, the last time that I actually did beat this game was over a year ago, and so this is the first time I'm seeing these levels in a while. That's why I get lost and don't really know what I'm doing. I'm so happy that I have the excuse to say have an excuse to say all of the ums and uhs that I want. Also, for some reason, I think the star is up at the top of the level right now, even though I could see it back there, that it was just off on that little island in the middle of nowhere. I'm at the point where I can't even jump, and that little fucking fence just fucks me up. Anyway, at this point, I'm just like, okay, fuck it, it's gotta be that star. What the hell was I even thinking in the first place? So I attempt to jump back up. It kind of takes me a little while, even on this cute little island. But anyway, you hit this switch, and this little thing of bricks that I made earlier, those look like cork. Why do they have cork floating blocks that appear and disappear? Why am I looking into this? I got another star, hooray. What's the next one? I don't even remember. Oh my god. Is it the start of my own personal hell? Yes. Yes it is. Okay. I will just tell you right now, if I haven't scared you off this video yet, this video, the rest of this video, up until I'm going to guess 1 hour and 38 minutes maybe, just, you know, I'm throwing a number out there. Until then, I will be attempting to get, like, I will be on this star trying to get this star and the coin star. It's basically the entire rest of the video that I'm attempting to do this. Just throwing that out there. Stop the video now if you want. Also, I tried that run around the pole thing, and I don't know whether or not this pole just doesn't do it, or if it was just me being unable to run in a circle. At this point, I don't care. I never managed to get coins out of that, but I will probably try it again in this video. You'd think I'd learn. But anyway, at this point I realized that this is probably my best chance to get all of the, you know, to get the 100 coin star, but it really doesn't matter in this level because this one has the most coins of any level. With like 192 I think, but only 191 of them are possible to get. One of them's like stuck inside Tiny Island somewhere, and it is literally impossible to get without hacking, so I just got this straight off a fact from GameFAQs, by the way. This isn't really some privileged information right here. Anyway, but yeah, it really wouldn't have mattered when I decided to get it, but I figured I'd continue the whole red coin thing, you know, red coin, 100 coin thing that I had been going on. It's usually the easiest star to get it, since you're going to be getting 16 coins no matter what you do. In the end, it proved to be completely pointless, but that's life sometimes. 31 coins. Were it only that easy. And you know what? Oh yeah, I go into the cannon and try to shoot myself up, get more coins. Then I decided it's a bad idea, so I see if I can shoot myself over there, to like that ledge up there, to see if I can get to a nice, like to get to the rest of the level an easier way. But this is like literally me having second thoughts as I aim the cannon, and then eventually just aiming towards there. That's the ledge that I was talking about. And missing it completely. You might be able to make it with the cannon, I don't know. I'm going back to solving the Rubik's Cube now because I know what comes up. I know what the rest of this video is. So, I have one last thing to put on yellow, and there's the first layer done. The second one actually has one in place, so the second row has one in place, so that's not too bad. Taught myself how to do a Rubik's Cube, well, watched videos on YouTube on how to do a Rubik's Cube over the summer, and that was the first time I ever actually learned. It's a fun thing to do. It passes the time when it's 4 in the morning and you're watching a video about Mario, and oops, that was a mistake right there. I might just kill myself here because I lost the Koopa shell in my easy way up, because I really hate going the way that this level kind of like points you to go. Oh wait, no, I do try it, and maybe I make it. This might be like the one time in the entire video that I make it this direction, this part of the level. It's just, I don't know what it is, but I also, I bet you guys love seeing me ground pound when I try to long jump by this point. It's really difficult to hit Z and then hit A, and sometimes you just hit A and then hit Z. So anyway, this part here, unless you read the sign, is just a complete leap of faith, but that window always activates, so It's really just the long jump into the wind area that I don't like at all. I thought that might have coins, so I was like, yay, but no. As far as the coin distribution on Tiny Huge Island goes, it probably won't shock you when I say that 150-something coins are on Huge Island, and there's only, like, I don't know, 40-something, maybe. Yeah, 40, I guess, on Tiny Island, especially because, you know, Big Goombas and the coins. I think there's, like, I don't know, 15 blue coins on this level. Like, Big Boo's Haunt had a lot, but Tiny Huge Island, like, I don't know, whoever had that property obviously had the most value, to throw back a joke that I just made recently for me, but is probably weeks or even months in the future for you guys. This is such a bad idea. Anyway, I take a spin at Tiny Island, but then realize that there aren't really that many coins here, like, especially in this area. I mean, those little Goombas will give me 1 coin if I can stomp on them correctly, but then they just explode if they hit me. It ends up being not worth it. I mean, if I've got 51 coins now, that means that there's like 100 left here to get, so, wow. Oh. So much for that.
Mamma mia!
Ah, Rubik's Cube. Let's see. Yep, can get that in. But yeah, I learned all the algorithms, and I pretty much memorized them by doing the cube in my spare time. Or, you know, when I'm commentating videos. Oh, did I fuck that up? Yes, I did. Okay, there's the first layer of the cube fixed again. This is what happens when I'm not paying attention during the I'll screw up some of the algorithms slightly, but it'll just completely mess up the cube from my perspective. Because I only really memorized algorithms and have a mild understanding of what I'm actually doing when I solve a Rubik's Cube. I mean, I have a decent... I know what's going on when I'm doing the algorithms and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But it's still not a very deep understanding that I would have gotten if I had just puzzled over a Rubik's Cube for a while. Anyway, I have 2 layers done now. I just have white on top, and let me get the white cross going. Alright, there's the white cross, but not in the correct position, so let me just do the algorithm for that. Ah, 24 coins. I feel good about that. Okay, there, the red cross is now entirely in place. Now, let's see if I have any squares in the right spot. I do not, so I will have to just start doing this algorithm all willy-nilly. I can pretty much understand what I'm doing for most of these steps, but there's one near the end that just baffles me as to how it works. The very last step, when I'm just trying to twist the corners around and completely mess up the cube, but it ends up, oh hey, I have all of the corners in, so I'm going to start doing that right now. But yeah, you completely screw up the cube to get the things in the right place, but then somehow when you do all of the pieces, it just magically turns into place. That's amazing to me. These are the kinds of things that interest me. I hope this video interests you, and the Rubik's Cube is now done. Maybe I'll solve it again, I don't know. Well, we're 38 minutes through the video, and we have 35 coins. When I get up to here, I don't really have a good route for going through this level when I get the 100 coins, because the coins are kind of just spread out all over. I mean, there's the piranha plants, each give you 2, and there's 5 of them, so that's 10 coins right there, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here, probably readjusting the controller or maybe talking to someone online. I don't even know at this point. God, what was I What was I thinking for any of this? Ugh. Oh, duh, I was just probably grabbing the controller and getting into position. Assuming the position. You can't get up there with a double jump, as I'm just stating the obvious there. You have to go up to the place that ledge is slightly curved there. There's a lot of places in a huge part of the island that have that kind of thing, where you feel like you should be able to jump up to it, but no. Also, I couldn't grab this guy fast enough, and I paid for it. Oh, that wasn't so... No, of course. But I managed to save there. That was a good one. That would have added... I don't know, a whole... fuck. 3 or 4 minutes to the video. Kinda just a few drops. 100 stars. This is the video where I break the 100 barrier. There are only 20 stars left in the entire game, and I can definitely get all of them. I feel good about that. That's, you know... Nope, you're not gonna throw me this time, fucker. I just, the first time I ever played, the first time I ever did this with my feet, I didn't get very far in the game, but then I tried it again maybe, I don't know, half a year later, and I managed to beat the game with 70 or so stars, but there were a ton that I just absolutely could not get. Like, I don't know, I was scrounging for stars to get to 70 at the end. There were ones that I skipped all the time, like Chain Chomp, Big Boo's Balcony, shit like that, but the top levels, by the time you get to the upper floor levels, I just, I don't know, I was getting any star that I possibly could. I probably didn't even really learn to long jump at all with my feet until Tall Mountain forced me to do it. Oop, I'm getting awfully close to dying here. That's not a good thing, but I can avoid it. I got this. 55 coins. How could I possibly fuck up? So many ways. So many ways. I hope those of you who requested the video are still watching, and those of you who didn't want to see this stopped like 20 minutes ago, because I don't know. Maybe it's interesting to hear me talk. This is the first time I've ever even done solo commentary. I didn't really think I'd have things to talk about, but then again, part of the thing that's keeping me going is just how... When you assholes suggested it, I realized that this was the only time that I'd really be in the proper mental state for this after having just done this. I'd forget things to say, I'd forget why I was so angry at this thing. No, this thing deserves all of my vitriol, and you deserve to know exactly why I hate it so, and it'll probably become obvious within the next 10 to 20 minutes. So you could have watched like 2 other videos in the time that you've been watching this now, and it's not even half over. I'm just shocked. But most of you have probably given up by this point, and I'm okay with that. 67 coins, and oh look, I got conveniently placed in a spot where I can get... You know, when I don't have the foot controller, it always kind of confuses me when I stop moving, as if I've forgotten that I, have to adjust I have to pick up the entire fucking controller so that I can hook my foot under there. I probably should have taken some of your guys' suggestions about, like, I don't know, getting a piece of string, but I'm so used to lifting up the controller, it'd be something completely new for me to get used to. I mean, it probably in the long run would make it easier to hit the Z button, but... I have 100 stars right now. I've got TikTok clock left to do, but that's... Let's just hope I'm not doing another one of these videos for TikTok clock. Oh god, 82 coins. I'm getting pretty close now, and I'm at the point where the red coins, if I get all the red coins, it'll just get me over the limit, so I pretty much just start thinking up ways to get back to the place with the red coins, which we haven't even seen yet. Let's just hope I don't die on the way there. Let's see what the forums are doing at 4:30 in the morning. My thread still has posts in it. I love you guys. I can't wait to see how great this turns out. I hope the next Deadly Premonition update is exactly as long so I can sync them up and see if there's any Dark Side of the Moon, Wizard of Oz shit going on. Oh, that is wonderful. I hope that the guys watching this video, like, see this and... Oh, looks like I died. Or sounds like I died, I'm not even looking at the video. Ugh. I hope the guys watch this like that I'm reading their quotes. All of their posts. I should just start reading the entire thread. No. The worst part is, like, when I'm dying with a ton of coins here, it's annoying as shit, and yes, it happens more than once, but it's not the worst part. It's this, like, this isn't the part of the level that almost broke me. Let me tell you that. I managed to long jump once while trying to ground pound. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I'll ever do that again. But there you go. This is also around the time when I noticed that the whole ground pound for a blue coin thing is a lot sketchier than it seems at first. Like, I obviously was not jumping on those Goombas. You will start to see me abuse the hell out of it, because we are going to be killing a lot of fucking Goombas for their blue coins. That guy is only worth 2 coins, and it really, he was never worth the time that I put into him, except maybe there, because that was pretty smooth, but I really should have just ignored him, because he's only worth 2 coins, and there's 192 in the fucking level. Come here, Lakitu. There we go. Lakitu is one of the enemies that you can actually, like, touch from pretty much anywhere if you're doing a jump animation, and it'll kill him. Honestly, you might be able to just touch him at all and it kills him. I wonder what the Lakitu Bros, the cameramen, feel about me killing their brethren. I don't know, maybe they were assholes. Like all the rest of them. The entire species. Blue coins, so many blue coins. Come on, Mario. Get up that slope. Thank God for this shell. I don't know what I would do without it. I don't think I'd be able to get out of that first part of the level if not for it. I'd just enter on Tiny Island and get to a much better part of the level. Bump into this wall so that we can actually ground pound. Grab these coins, because that's what we do. More stopping and adjusting. Always stopping and adjusting. And it always throws me, but then again, there are going to be points at this level where I literally just stop playing completely to complain to someone or to... Ooh, look, a one-up shroom, and oh, what is that? I don't know why I'm putting on that act. But then again, I don't want to know why I do it in the main commentary either. Maybe I'll release this way before I get here in the LP, because I feel like it won't be the same if it's not, you know, sometime next week. And plus, since I'm probably going to be taking a week-long break in a little bit, it'd be better if I just do that, if I just have, you know, this in the pipe. Because this'll be a really easy update to do since I'm doing absolutely nothing for it. I'm not even editing out the little black flashes that my capture card does sometimes. Normally, I will do like this, I don't know, hour-long process where I remove each bad frame and replace it with the one before it. And it makes it completely unnoticeable, and it looks really, really good, but... You know, at this, I'm not gonna do that for this. You probably won't even get the foot video. I know I flip-flopped on this several times now, but if I'm gonna post this as a bonus update way before I even get here, then I definitely won't go. For some reason, you can't actually jump very well on this. It's treated like quicksand type surface. Yeah, take that. Get your one little dinky coin. There's also a coin off on that platform way out there, but there was no way I was gonna fucking chance it, because if these bricks disappear before you can get back, there's no way you're getting back from that island. And it's one fucking coin. It's not worth it. Let's be very, very careful on these thin platforms, and that's why I'm very careful. I can't, like, I don't really have that fine motor control to get to walk a straight line properly Especially when the camera's moving. Like, you don't even notice this when you're playing with your hands because you just automatically adjust for it. I can't really do that with my feet. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I can do it when it's more drastic, but when it's, you know, something very simple like that, I can't, like, or when it's something very fine like that, I just can't. I mean, look at that. I was barely even ground pounding when he got flattened. I think it's if you're doing a ground pound when he dies, then you get credit for it. That's probably how that was put in there. These little thin platforms, I could always run across them, but I always hug the wall anyway because I'm really, really fucking cautious. Probably a good investment. I'm sure I'd have fallen off and made myself angry. 70 coins. That's pretty good. Only 30 more. We're once again getting pretty close to the point where if I just go for the red coins now, I can get them. And even more so, there's a blue coin switch in the red coin area. So if I had needed it, I definitely could have just said fuck it, but I kind of wanted to get out of the way, especially, well, for reasons that we'll see. I kind of remember this star being a bit difficult, the red coin star, but we'll see when we get there. 80 coin, there's gonna be 5 more from this guy, unless, oh wait, did some fall off? No, I did actually get them. Yeah. It's a learning experience for me, too, because I blocked so much to the side of my head. At this point, I'm kind of mildly annoyed by this level, because it's been going on for 50 minutes, and it's already, like, become one of my longest recordings, but little do I know. What the fuck do I know? Oh, you're kidding me. Yep, with 90 coins, I could have gotten the coin star right there, but no. And let me tell you, this shoots off another 20 minutes of me trying to get the 100 coin star. I'll spoil that for you right now. In yet another attempt to get through the, attempt to get you out of this video before it's too late. Man, it's a good thing YouTube got rid of my upload limit. There would be no way that I was breaking this into pieces. Nope, just gonna add the whole fucking thing. Ugh. And there are gonna be people who will watch it, and you know, I commend you for getting that far despite my warnings. It shocks me, but you know what? If that's how you want to spend your time... Yeah. Just spending time reading my YouTube comments. I don't really mind the YouTube community, as long as they're not being bad, like, terrible. And for the most part in my comments, you guys have been pretty good, I'll be honest. What was the one? I think the one dude thanking me for making these videos for his birthday, like, for posting a video on his birthday and how it really cheered him up. That's, you know, that makes me feel good. It really does. I'm happy that you guys like our videos, and you know, this is a fun hobby, despite what it may seem like sometimes to me. That was completely incoherent. Let's see, what was another good one? Wonderful commentary, men. Yes, that was it. I don't know why, but that just... Wonderful commentary, men. Thank you. I'm so happy that you could enjoy my wonderful commentary, and as well as Dazzling Adders and Brother Entropies. Ow! Oh, happy that didn't kill me, this asshole who's not worth the coins that he gives me. Seriously, who decided to give the Fly Guys 2 coins? That's just bullshit. Ugh, I tried to get in the cannon to attempt to make this work, and of course it never does. I might as well have just stopped the level as soon as I lost Coop the Quick Shell. I mean, yeah, I could go that route over there, but you can obviously tell how much I hate it. This was me attempting to get to the top of the mountain. It works out about as well as you expect. The cannon just does not have enough power to get you to the top of Huge Island. I don't even know what I was... Oh no, wait, I didn't kill myself at this point, so eventually I give up and say, okay, I guess I'll do the long jump. Then I start crawling and hitting the Z button and doing the ground pound because I can't get the order right. And then I just fall off and die. At least it was only 37 coins and a few more minutes of our time. By this point I'm definitely starting to get frustrated and it probably affects my play negatively, but that's what happens when you get mad at video games. At 2 in the morning. It was like probably 2:30 by this point. Trying to remember, just guessing. Also, whenever I jump into this level and I'm trying to get the coin star, I would always jump in like with my feet set up normally and have to, as soon as I noticed that these guys were coming, that I had to ground pound them instead of just kill them like normally, I would switch hands really fucking fast, and they never caught me off guard. I was very happy with myself for not screwing up. That just would have made me angry, even if it was 5 coins in a sea of millions. Ugh, and I had enough things that I was annoyed at by this point. Whoop. Oh, that was a good one right there. But unfortunately, killing them both means that I'm not going to get all the coins, because they're just going to spread out way too much for me to deal with. I'm sure that you wanted to know that. Take that, Coop the Quick. Or, no, wait, you're not Coop the Quick. Whoop! You're Coop the Good Dive, though, also, because he jumped into the water. I can't get that without losing the shell, and God knows we are not losing the shell, especially not for 5 coins. Nope, instead we're just gonna jump like this. Oh. Guess I should have gotten the blue coin anyway. I just let myself slide all the way down that hill. Dominic Deegan thread has posts in it. Probably by this point from like, the Euro goons. It's almost 10 in the morning in England right now. So I just decided not even to try it there. So now we get to see me run all the way up here again. Probably also vent. Nah, that was too short for me to really be properly angry at someone. Silence. Man, I'm gonna go to bed after this. I'm gonna sleep for half the day, and then I'm gonna review for an exam, and then probably do more video capturing, because I want to get this all done before I go home. Because for some reason the camera just works nicer on this floor than any other place. And it'll make all the editing a lot less work. So I want to have this whole thing done before I go home on Wednesday. Hooray for that! I'm happy that school's over. Almost over. This semester was challenging, but I feel like I learned a lot. That really generic. Probably doesn't mean anything to anyone, but I chose a major. I'm gonna be a computer science major. That'll be fun. Unless I end up switching back to math anyway. Who knows? Because I'm sure that you guys want to know about my life. Because that's obviously what you're here for. Well, to be honest, at the point, if you've made it an hour into this video, I think that you will listen to anything I will say, honestly. And so I'm just going to talk about that. Just going to talk about whatever the fuck I feel like. So you fuckers wanted it. Ow, fuck you, Koopa. That's also really weird. He doesn't damage you, but he knocks you back. And on this slope, you like... I don't know what it is. I punched him right back into his shell again. Love it when I do that. But, like, when he knocks you back down the slope, he really pushes you far. Like, I don't know how, like, what it does exactly, but I was pushing forward on the stick the whole time, and you still slide down, like, all the way down to the shore. Random observation. I'm sure that you found that fucking fascinating. Oh my god, I'm almost an hour into a video. I hope you guys like my first solo commentary. I might do more of them for God knows what. Maybe for this again, who knows? On some different level. I can't seem to get that guy. I guess it's jumping over the fence. I'm not really ready to hit the ground pound thing and hit him in the right place. I don't know. Anyway, 35 coins. Is this going to be the one where I get it? Probably not, because I can't imagine going for red coin or going for 100 coins for 8 more minutes and actually managing to get it. I'm definitely going to die at some point. Spoilers, guys. that wind sound effect. Adjusting. I don't really have much interesting to say. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna come up with more to say. It just kind of it'll pop into my head. But until we actually get the coin star, it won't be quite the same. You know, it's kind of funny, when I was doing Tall Mountain, I was saying maybe I'll post the uncut version of this without any commentary, just to show people the kind of thing that I went through. You know, it was really difficult. I was trying to long jump in places. I had to get used to, oh my fucking god, right, that's what happened. Oh, that was painful. But anyway, I was gonna try to, put something up to show you my pain, and I figured that would be a decent amount, like that would be a decent way to show you, when I'm playing a level where the slide is the easiest star, or where the slide is the easiest star to get in the entire fucking thing. It's you know you're in for a challenge, but then this happened, and oh my god, I've hit the hour mark, and I was like kind of laughing at myself, because this is my first hour-long video. Oh. What little I knew back then. Oh my god. See, I tried it again, just in case I was fucking up last time, but now that I look at it, no, I was definitely running at it pretty good. If those coins were gonna come out of it, they would've. Now someone's gonna post a video and prove me wrong, but I'm convinced enough for myself, and that's really all that matters. Come on, there we go, Lakitu. Your little fly guy buddy too. Fuck you. I'm at 0 lives right now, but I feel like I'm not gonna get another game over for a while. I'm gonna keep getting more lives. Get over here, Koopa. He has really weird triggers for noticing you. Like, I think if he's looking at you, then he'll notice you, but like if you run into him from behind, he doesn't activate it. It's like, whatever. That was probably just one of my buddies. We're good friends. Come on. Yeah. The shell will also do this weird thing where it starts like sliding backwards, even in a place where it shouldn't really be doing it. I mean, it might be on a slight slant, but not exactly. Also, I was lucky that I saved there, or managed to save the shell there. We'd be in for yet another one. Isn't that just wonderful? This is probably where I'm gonna get the 100 coins. Yeah. I mean, hey, I undershot with Koopa the Quick. I was expecting that I was doing that for much longer than I actually was, but this is the real deal. I still have almost 40 minutes of trying to get the red coin star, and you'll see when we get there why. Oh my god. Ugh. There we go. Ground pound him through the fence. Because we're so manly. It's almost 5 in the morning. Not quite light enough out to see the sky yet, though, so we're not doing too bad. Of course, I'll definitely be able to see the sun start rising after this. You fuckers, forcing me to do this. Any other posts in my thread? Yeah, that's really... Oh, there is one. It's from Hollaback Grandma. Yeah, I think he or she PM me with appreciation. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. You don't have to watch Shark Tank on Hulu. Well, I mean, you do because I'm probably not going to post this video for a little bit, but... it'll be the next video I get up. Maybe by the weekend or something, I don't know. It'll be quick. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And that means it'll be sans feet, so you're just going to have to take my word that I was doing this one specific video with my feet and that I'm not this bad with my hands. I don't know how you guys will ever be able to trust me. But, you know, maybe we formed that bond. I can't believe I'm doing this. These little things are just so adorable. I wish I could spend more time on Tiny Island. I wish it had more stars. I wish it was more interesting. I wish I had more chances to kill Koopa the Quick. Oh god, fuck you. But look at this, you know, we got 57, we're more than halfway there, and we've got so many Goombas to kill on the other side, too. And we got the first little tiny itty-bitty secret, again. And this Goomba, I want to try to kill him, because if I don't, he's going to knock me off that little platform and piss me the fuck off. Yep. Just be very careful on these thin platforms, because God knows you will fall to your death. That's one thing about Tiny Island, is that it's much easier to just, you know, slip off a little edge and think that's okay, but then you'll just go flying right off, you know. At least here, if you fall off the top of the mountain, there's really only one place that I can think that would, you know, kill you just from the fall on the huge side. On the small one, you could fall off pretty much any edge and it will kill you. With a bad roll. Just burp there. That'll be in it. Wasn't a very loud burp. Hello, big purple guy. I bet you have a name. It's in the Mario Wiki. Let's find out. Mario, big purple guy. Mario 64. Redundant search terms. Enemy list. Not cheap cheeps. Chuck ya. Yeah. Guess I should have seen that one coming. His name is Chuck ya. Because he chucks ya. Clever. Hey, get back here, asshole. Nah. 88 coins, we're getting pretty close. Yep, I'd absolutely get it this time. But then, the whole rest of the video is gonna be getting red coins, and you will see why, and you will understand. And everything is terrible. It's just terrible. Get over here. Yeah. You too. I'm gonna need your coins. Ow, fuck. I feel your pain, Mario. But at least you can heal with the power of money. I can't believe you guys got me to do this. Seriously. I can't believe you're still watching. Like, whoever hears this comment, except for the one guy who just happened to skip to this part of the video, I'm not congratulating you, asshole. I'm congratulating the ones who actually just watched an hour and 8 minutes of fucking me being really bad at Mario 64 with my feet. This guy right here. You have my... Oh my god. I don't really know what those things are. They just appear sometimes. I don't know what they're supposed to do. They're like big versions of those electric balls or something, except they explode. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that is 100 coins right there. That is a star. That is 100 first star, and I will not have to go around this fucking level collecting coins again. But that unfortunately just confines me to a much smaller hell that I believe lasts even longer than trying to collect all these coins. And here we have the very first problem of several. Ugh. That ledge is very thin, and I've said it a billion times even in this video, thin ledges, ugh. I'm sure that one's bad enough that it even kind of screws up people who are, you know, using their hands. Also, getting to this tree, it's not that difficult, but, you know, fine aiming with my feet, it still does take a little while, kind of makes it a little longer, kind of makes everything more annoying. But this thin platform is definitely the sticking point, and I kind of have to go across it really, really carefully, you know, walk slowly. It's not too bad, but it's still, you're gonna see me fall off this so many times in the next 30 minutes. If you're still watching. Why are you still watching? That's the second time my watch has beeped in this video. In this video alone. Like, that, my watch tends to beep once during entire recording sessions. You have been watching this video for way too long. Way too long. But I congratulate you for it. Anyway. This right here is everything that is wrong with the world. I am going to try to be getting... like, basically the rest of this video is trying to get the 8 red coins. The 6 star I get on, like, I don't know, my second try, if that. And this is why. You're over a platform that kills you, and you know how normally when you go into, like, an extra space in the level, or a different spot, it lets you start back there? No. No way. This level doesn't do that. This level's playing fucking hardball. This level will make you redo the whole section with the cannon and the thin platform every single time you jump off here, and that's pretty terrible. That's pretty bad because you're over a whole bunch of platforms and the camera doesn't help you out at all. But we're not even to the worst part. We haven't even seen the worst part. I'll explain it when we get there. I mean, I'm sure there are those of you who know this game inside and out and know exactly what I'm talking about with one of the red coins, but it has to be seen to be believed. Oh my god. I'm at least happy that I don't have to kill those guys for coins anymore. Like, at least I got that star out of the way. Oh my god. I am now posting in my thread while making this video. That's where we're at right now. I am recording it as I write this message. I hate all of you. I'll probably post it later this week. I don't make any promises about that, by the way. You might not ever see this video, you know? I may wake up in the morning and just decide that everything is terrible and beat this computer with a baseball bat. Not that I would do that, I love this computer, but put it together with my own 2 hands. Anyway, this time I tried crawling across this, but this just proves to be so much more trouble than it's worth. I mean, on Big Boo's balcony, it makes perfect sense to crawl because you can actually get traction on that surface. Here, if you're crawling off the edge, it gives you a little more leeway, but you're still gonna fall off. I don't even think Mario grabs the ledge if you're crawling, so it kind of balances itself out, maybe? But either way, it's so much slower than just carefully walking forward, so at this point I say fuck it and I don't even attempt crawling again. So anyway, back to these coins, and almost killed myself right there. That's the thing, it's really easy to die here. The camera's not very good, the platforms are very strange shaped, and it's kind of it's difficult to tell, you know, exactly where you're standing, exactly if you're going to be able to make it. But anyway, I decide that it'd be much better to go this route to get these coins, and it makes perfect sense because this right here, this jump, oh my god, this jump, that. Let me explain something that didn't occur to my 2:30 in the morning addled brain at the time that I was trying to get this. You can't get there with a single jump. There's literally, it's not possible. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because someone's gonna post a fucking YouTube video of someone doing it, but if it's possible at all, it's a very, 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 very small window. Like, you know, you have to be very precise about it. If you want to get up there, you need some form of higher jump. But the thing is, it's both high above you and far away. So you can't really just use something that's pure height. You can't use a long jump that's pure distance. So like the backflip and the long jump are kind of out right away. I mean, maybe they're not, but because I didn't even attempt them, I figured it'd be a waste of my time. But either way, it's a very, very, very difficult jump over certain death that's going to make you get this again, like do this whole section again, including this fucking segment of thin platform that, oh my god, I hate it so much. It's entirely this jump. And like I said, I know this now, you know this now. The me who is playing this, who is playing at the time of this video, doesn't realize this yet. He's kind of thinking, no, the developers wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't put that jump in there. I've made this with my feet before. I don't think I'd double jump because I don't really think I'd have the distance to do that. I do that sometimes too. There's going to be a bunch of times where I don't even make it to that jump. But that kind of makes it even worse because it's been longer since I got a chance at trying it again, and I can't really convince myself that, okay, maybe when you screw up a jump like that, you can't really tell if it's you or the game that screwed up, especially, so you gotta try it a few different times. And in some environments, that's okay. You slide down a little hill, you run back up in 10 seconds, you try it again, you fall down again, and, it's okay. You figure it out, then you just try other tactics. Here, we get, several minutes between between each attempt that I can even make. It's that bad. And so it really makes it difficult for me to realize that, yeah, you aren't going to be able to do this. Oh, that one up there, we're going to be collecting that a lot. It homes in on you, which is good. I could run away from that. Make a nice Let's Play video of it, but I wouldn't be crazy in Japanese. Almost fall off twice, and then third time's the charm. Yep. At this point, I'm probably gritting my teeth and just being angry. But it's not too bad. You fuckers still have 30 minutes of this video. Can you honestly believe you're watching a Let's Play video for that long? I mean, I guess I don't know how YouTube does things, but I don't know. I'm not sure I could take something like this if it wasn't me watching the video and commentating on it. Oh, also, this is me discovering that you can't punch these guys to death. If you punch them, they just kind of, bounce backwards. I'm sure a lot of you knew that, but now a lot more of you know that. So, I feel it's justified. Okay, Audacity's still recording. That's good. That's good. Real fucking careful. I don't want to fall off a second time in one life. Not that that's going to stop me from doing it. These are the points where I start to get annoyed. When I get sloppy on the railing, that means that I really want this level to be over by this point. The whole, okay, it's my longest video thing is kind of worn off by this point. And I'm much more, oh my god, let's get this finished. No, it's gonna take a bit. I mean, I still haven't even gotten to the point where I know that just regular jumping is going to kill me there. At least the video's nice. The music's nice. Yeah, the video's nice. Lovely. The graphics are great, but switch to the underground music here. I do love this underground theme. Hazy Maze Cave doesn't show it off too well. Wet Dry World's a much better world for it, but I mean, I guess it makes sense in Hazy Maze Cave. You can't possibly use anything but a remix of the underground theme and a cave level. But I don't really like Hazy Maze Cave in general, though, so oh well. Anyway, I make it this time, but it's a foregone conclusion what's about to happen, let's face it. Let's get a good running snap. Oh, hey, look. This helped me learn my lesson, because I knew I could wall jump and maybe get back. and I manage it a few times, but this is what lets me, you know, that was,
Mamma mia!
I guess, the start of me cluing in that no, I'm not going to get this just using a single jump. I'll need more creative means. And you know, it's starting to go through my head, but then I think, but you know, if I try to do a double jump, it's very difficult to get yourself to move far forward on a double jump when you have very little space. And you really don't have any good space. You really don't have any space when you know, are on that tiny little platform there. Ugh. But yeah, I still haven't realized it for sure, because there's something that happens in the video that will not where I will know that I realized that I couldn't do it at that point. Until then, I'm just woefully ignorant. Come on, aim for the fucking tree. It's not that hard. You have done it, I don't know, 15 fucking times in the last 20 minutes, and you're gonna do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Ow. Fuck you. Fucking Goombas. You guys wanted this. Some of you, anyway. I don't know, maybe it'll come out enjoyable for, like, the 1 or 2 of you that made it this far. Maybe I'll just fall asleep for the rest of this video. Be able to hear me snoring. I don't snore, though, so... If you did hear that, it'd be pretty impressive. I do talk in my sleep, so maybe I just continue going. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see where I die. A better way to put this. Look at these fucking, like, arrow-shaped platforms. What the fuck is that? Like... Who saw that? You know, like, who just decided, let's put irregular-shaped polygon platforms on here? Because I hate you. So much. So much. And who decided to make this thing, like, this ledge so high up? And then I'm like, I don't really think I could double jump to that, because we're on so short, and oh, no. Let's just single jump and kill ourselves. But see, like, I wasn't even getting high enough there. Like, I don't think I would have made it. I don't think it's possible to make it. I guess I'll find out after I post this. I think this will be a nice video to be like, you know, I'm in the middle of the basement, I'm still doing really well on courses, I think the next video that I'm gonna post is Hazy Maze Cave, and while I have some, it's kind of annoying to go through, I'm never really in much danger, you know, it's never really like, I can't do any of this with my feet. Here, like, this is gonna be a bit more of a wake-up call when you start getting to the more unforgiving levels and see what I end up going through. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, like, TikTok Clock is gonna be as hard or harder than this, but Rainbow Ride? Not so much. You know, it's a difficult level, but it's honestly a very fun level. I have to admit, it's definitely one of my favorites in the game, and it's gonna give me a lot of trouble when I do it, but I'm gonna enjoy it a lot. Especially after TikTok Clock. But I will be so happy to be done with the coin star on TikTok Clock. So happy. 5:12 in the morning, and I can start to see the sky. It's definitely out there. No notifications on Facebook. Sure that you wanted to know that. You know, I'm gonna play a game of Tetris. It'll be a game of Tetris battle, so it'll only be 2 minutes, but... Why not at this point? Oh yeah, and I get the bonus slots. See if I get any interesting items. I play Tetris on Facebook, what of it? Oh hey, I bet I slid down that. I can hear myself going for the tree again. Turn off bombs. Alright, let's see how well I can do, and let's see if I can do commentary while playing Tetris. I don't really know if my mind can go for that kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, not too bad to start. Back in Wiggler's Cave. sent off the first Tetris. Oh, and I got a KO too. This game's going well. He's not very good. In fact, I can KO him again. Haha! Oh, this game's in the bag. 3 KOs. Perfect. This is how you should start a Tetris game. This is literally what I'm talking about, guys. You are listening to me play Tetris on Facebook. I don't know. Maybe it'll be enjoyable. What do I know about entertainment? Ooh, now he KOs me. He's actually sent more lines than I have. But I have 3 KOs, and you really can't recover from that. Plus, he messed up his formation early. That kind of just screwed him, I'm sure. Oof, I've had so many games like that. But yeah, I got this. I got this so good. Oh, sounds like I died again. Yeah, mama fucking mia. Oh, another KO. One more and the match actually ends. Tetris Battle will end your match if you get 5 KOs in one go. Mercy rule, I guess. Can I do it? Yes! 52 lines, 5 KOs. He was not very good for the rank that I am at. Oh, by the way, the reason that I've stopped doing anything at all is that I'm looking at a video of someone getting this star just to see if they can make it up in a single jump, and they don't even try. It's that simple. You can't do it, and this is what it takes to get me. And I'm letting Mario have his rest because he has died so many times in the last hour. He deserves it. So yeah, I literally just consulted a walkthrough at this point because I want to know if I'm doing something wrong. I want to know if there's something that makes this easier, and it turns out that there is not. Wonderful. Ah, yes, Yuzi Worm. I know you all love me, and I do love you back. It's just very, very painful love. Well, looks like I'm done watching the video, and newly armed with the knowledge that I can't get there with a single jump. So, I think the solution that I come up with is fairly good, and by this point, this star's days are numbered. It's mine. In the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But it's, I'm making progress. At this point, I've all but given into despair, but I am determined to finish this video. There is no way that this game is going to best me. I am its fucking master. I can play this with my feet. Come on. No, why did I? Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is something that I'm probably just going to leave in the level itself because it's pretty amazing. There is a way to shoot yourself across the entire level. Posting in my thread. Posting way too much in my thread. I should just let it sit for a little longer. As you guys wait for this video from hell. Yeah, I guess if I release it with another video, then it's gonna kinda like... No one will ever watch this. Well, not that they should. You really shouldn't. But, I'm beyond trying to sell you, or trying to unsell you on this video by this point. But, I don't know, if I post this as its own bonus video, then it probably will get more crazy people watching through all of it. But, I gave you the option to leave as soon as, like at the very start of the video and several times after that. If you're still watching by this point, I can't help but think that you actually enjoy this. So thank you! It's kind of keeping me going right now as I walk in and get myself killed yet again. But we're getting closer. Then again, this is probably going to be one of the times where I fail one of these 4 jumps here. Because that's still gonna happen at this point. Like, even this late, even after jumping over these platforms this many times, I still do that.
Mamma mia!
It's, you know, you can't really relax for a second with this star. You really, I have to do a whole bunch of things perfectly for this to even, you know, possibly happen. And, ugh. Everything. Yep, let's swim through this pond once again. This is the YouTubiest thing I've ever done. I should just put a little subscribe, like, photo at the end of this. just to get everything, and maybe start save stating, if it were possible on the N64. That's what this needs more of. It's the only thing this video needs more of. Oh my god. I've been talking over a video for an hour and a half. Like, and just me, too. That's not commendable. But it's 3 in the morning, what else would I be doing but sleeping? My incredibly nerdy hobby is... This is pretty terrible, but... overall... Oh, it's at this point that I have the super bright idea to get the Koopa shell and just slide up here, and I feel like, oh my god, I've been wasting my time for well, 30 minutes now trying to get, you know, up here when I could just use the Koopa shell and do it great. But there's a little problem. There isn't really a wall for me to disengage from this on, and then this happens. At this point, I haven't really made the realization that there's no way for me to safely disengage, except maybe hitting that tree, which is very difficult because trees are very small targets. Well, nah, that doesn't work either. Give myself points for that, though. Yes, Arcane, I am over an hour and a half into it.
Mamma mia!
So yeah, you're getting a shout out too. Just everyone who talks to me gets a shout out in this video. If you're up at 5 in the morning, you deserve it. And yes, I can definitely see the sky now. The sun is on its way up. Yes, let's go. I don't even have anything to say by this point anymore. Yes, Claritic, that is what I am doing. I am doing solo commentary on this video, and it's not good, but you know, I think it's okay. If you're watching an almost 2-hour video, you've signed up for this. I am completely absolved of any terribleness in this video now. And maybe someday I'll watch this video myself and laugh and cry, and then go back to laughing. But there'll still be some tears there, though, to you know, kind of go down my face, and yeah. 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin, 4 coin, 5 coin. This is where shit starts getting real. Real shitty. Oh my god. Doing commentary and talking about it in the thread and in the video while I post in the thread about doing commentary in the video. This is not what makes a good Let's Play. What the fuck does that matter? This is not part of a good Let's Play. The rest of this Let's Play, I think it's pretty good. But this video right here, nah. Not at all. This video right here, it's definitely something. If you get laughs out of this, I'm happy. I'm here for your enjoyment. I'm doing this for... It's kind of catharsis. Is that a car out there? Investigating. Oh look, it's the garbage truck. That's how early, that's how late it is right now. That the garbage man is literally picking up the garbage on our street while I do commentary at 5:25 in the morning. There we go. So at this point, I think I've come up with my ingenious solution. Fuck, you know, anything else. I'm gonna wall jump up there, because that will get me the distance I need and the height I need. Now, the only problem is that, as you've seen in the Big Boo's video, wall jumping can be a bit finicky, and it's even worse when I'm over certain death and facing 5 to 10 more minutes of playtime before I even get a chance of doing it again. Yeah. It definitely, like... I had some trouble convincing myself to do it, but at this point I figured it was my only shot, so even if I'm getting only a few choices, this is probably the thing that's going to get me that star eventually. I hope. I pray. Back up. Oh, I missed the tree, but I was able to recover, and I grabbed the 1-up at this point, because I don't want to go through another game over screen, you know? You know, I've just... This video is over an hour and a half by this point. I've complained to the one friend who's still up God knows how many times. I'm just posting like expletives in her chat window. I want this to be done. And anything that will help me get it done is just wonderful at this point. Don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off. Oh. Not that I'm going to make it or anything, but... Ugh. God, and Wiggler is just, like, making noise up there. You know, I wonder how many people actually knew Wiggler was in this game. Like, I honestly didn't know until years later that Wiggler was in this game and was a boss. He's you know, he's just doing his thing up there. Okay, let's try this again. Wall jumps aren't that difficult when you figure out the timing. Now I have the hiccups. Maybe it's only maybe that was more of a burp. I don't really know. Nah, it's not the hiccups. That was just like a little. Yes! Oh God! And then I almost fall off and kill myself there. But at this point, my heart, you know, it's starting to go. I'm starting to think, okay, wait, is it over? Is my suffering over? I go back. I think maybe I should long jump across here. And then I don't do it. I decide, you know, maybe I could make it. I want to throttle myself. Yeah. This is definitely me complaining to my friend right there. Ah, thanks, Amber. But yeah. So let's try this again. But I have now made it once, and that has given me the will to continue in this all but unwinnable situation. I got this. Playing video games for the internet. You know, this is like the reason that I went into LPing, by the way. You know, now we're at the point where I'm just gonna get all philosophical and shit. I wanted to show, you know, the internet that I could play Mario with my feet, and to do that, I could do a Let's Play. And I kind of, you know, I started with easier stuff. I figured that trying to edit shit in, or, you know, like trying to do it as my first LP was would have been a mistake because I wouldn't really have known all the video editing tricks. And I'm really happy that I did Metroid Prime, Speedrun, and Bounty Hunter, because those were really good. Like, they got me good at, you know, video editing and at doing the sound work for things, and honestly at talking about shit too. Like, now that I've been doing this for a year, it's you know, I could never have done this like a year ago, just talking to a fucking microphone for an hour and a half. You know, I think that the fact that I did this as a later LP is, or you know, it's like not my first LP, you know, is going to make it a lot better in the long run, and I'll look back on this and be happy that this is how I cataloged my very strange talent for the internet. And look at this, I make it the second time too. I'm so happy for myself. There's Wiggler just kind of doing his thing up there. And this time, I don't want to take any fucking chances, so instead of even trying to long jump and falling down and dying, I'm just gonna go for the one platform that I can jump to. And then I start to think, well, what if I have to long jump from here too? And I get a little worried, but I decide, you know what, fuck it. And I go, and we're fucking home free. Oh my god. Oh my god. You have no idea how happy I am to see that star, even in the replay, even though I knew that this was going to be the one where I made it. Oh. That was just incredible. Like, I mean, it was compounded by the fact that I did the 100 coin star too, but even then, that was just insane. Make Wiggler squirm. This is a star that I literally never got until I was older. This is like one of those ones that I just never discovered. So like I said, I didn't know Wiggler was in the game, even, you know, like as a boss and shit. But yeah, so I'm sure there are a lot of other people who just never even saw him. Anyway, let's sneak up here. Now that that's over, I'll get back to actually explaining some things about the game. This star is... Another thing is, like, even if you got to Wiggler in the first place, I can't imagine you figuring this star out. This is a star... Like, even if you knew that Wiggler existed in the first place, this is not, like... You won't know how to get up there to him. Because while I can see the logic making sense, this is the only place in the... Oh god, you really did that. Fuck you. This is the only place, like, in the level where you get some continuity between the tiny world and the huge world, like, where you make a change in this world and it carries over to the big one. This is the only place it happens, and it's the 6th and final star. Are you really gonna think of it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being retarded here. God knows I have the right to be at 5:30 in the morning. Yep, I can see all the sky now. I can see the trees. Anyway, being extra careful. There we go. But you get up here and ground pound on this, and it drains out the water and creates a hole. But we can't fit through that hole because we're very large right now, or maybe on a very tiny island or something. Yeah, I'm not even gonna continue the whole active. What's gonna happen? Woohoo! Ugh. Alabaster White. I have never gotten a star in Tiny Huge Island to this day. In fact, I don't actually know what is in the level at that level at all. Well, now you will know. You will know every single thing. You will know every fucking inch of this level. Assuming you watch the whole thing, Alabaster. And I'm not saying that you should. Even if you get a shout out at the very end. Oh, look at this camera work. This is just amazing. What? And I love how Mario's like kind of looking up even though Wiggler's below him. This I'm making fun of cutscenes. And Jesus, come on, there he is. One thing that kind of surprises me is, spoilers, he doesn't actually like turn into the red angry wiggler. It just, he talks about, you know, I'm getting really mad, man. I guess they had that nice, completely you know, like, that nice texture made up almost entirely of spheres and little flower 2D texture, as I just noticed there. But yeah, he's like, oh, you come into my house, you make everything wet, and you jump on me, oh Jesus, and then he then he talks to you again. He's just really, really angry. And the funny thing is, the more you hit him, the easier he becomes, because he just starts chasing you really fast, and then you can just jump, he'll catch up to you, and you'll land right on his head. And then he decides, oh, you know, you've beaten me up enough, how about you take this star? And that's good. Although one thing I like is that he doesn't disappear. He just becomes tiny and, I guess, content and shit. Whatever. Oh my god, I just did that. I seriously just watched that whole video and did commentary over it, and some of you watched it. Also, here I just wanted to show off the thing where the whole idea here is that all three of these pictures look the same if you stand in the middle, even though, you know, that one's absolutely gigantic and the one to your left is really tiny. I think that's a pretty, you know, like, the whole, you know, forced perspective and the completely not a video game thing, but the fact, like, this is one of those things that just shows that they, you know, were having fun trying to fit as much stuff as they could into 3D, and I'll probably mention that in later episodes, but Jesus Christ, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I don't know what you know, how much time you had to waste, but I hope you enjoyed wasting it like this. See ya. Oh my god, I just did that.